How's it going, everybody? The Seer here, and we have a very special video for you guys today. Today we are going to be looking at the gameplay footage of the Nightstalkers team. This is the newest team coming to the game, and this is a top 5 team in my opinion. Just what they can do on offense in War and what they can probably do in Cosmic Crucible when you get them all together. I think they're going to counter a lot of things. They're going to be a menace for quite some time. I definitely see how in the blog they mentioned they can beat out the Spider Society team. They can take care of the Extreme X-Men, the full Extreme X-Men. I want to emphasize this. In the testing, if you kind of add certain pieces to the Extreme X-Men team, they do struggle, and it kind of can go sideways pretty quickly. As far as the team goes that we're going to be testing, I'm going to keep Agatha Harkness a skirmisher for this testing. I can see her going to a raider once we get the Blade passive awakened, which we don't have any of Blade's awakened abilities in this testing. So I do want to point this out. Once you get this ability on self or ally crit on the following ally turn, gain assist now. Plus 10% crit chance for self and all allies. This awakened passive changes the whole team dynamic as far as how you want to kind of focus on them. We're going to go into another video in the future as far as like build priority and everything. I'm doing a special series of basically how to build certain teams, so stay tuned for that video. For now, let's go ahead and jump into the raid portion of this video. So we are doing the Orchis Omega difficulty 3. We are pretty much set to start using the team in the Mystic section right here. We're going to go in. As far as the positioning, I do have Agatha adjacent to Blade. That way, when she uses her basic, that's going to call Blade in and kind of do that rewind. There is a world where you, in raids, you can use Oath adjacent because she always applies exposed on the basic attack. I just personally like doing the rewinds, which is why I Blade here. Moon Knight I do have adjacent to the Man Thing, and then Oath is in the middle. I have Agatha, Oath, Man Thing as a skirmisher currently. Moon Knight is a raider, Blade as a striker for this. So let's go ahead and get in. Alright, so first things first, Blade will be going first. If we look at the ultimate, attack primary, does piercing, reduce speed bar, and then it's going to do another attack and rewind the adjacents. We are going to start by using the ultimate here. And his animations are really cool. I'll try to turn the speed down on the next hit of that. Let's look at Oath. We're going to use the ultimate. The main reason is it does extra damage against enemies with safeguard, which there are plenty of them. So here's her basic, or her ultimate. And you can see all the negative effects to trauma. She does really good. We're going to use Agatha's ultimate right here. So we got a couple kills, and we got the barrier up on the entire team as well. Moon Knight, we're going to use the ultimate to flip. And now that we got off of the Sasquatch, we're going to jump over to the Nova next. Let's go ahead, jump to Nova. We're going to use the ultimate. This is going to extend all of the negative effects, excluding ability block, stun, and trauma. Alright, we're going to end up targeting the Captain Britain and use the special. This is going to do that rebound chain. And you see the damage that he does. So when he gets his abilities off like this, he's fantastic. The issue is how slow he is. And we're going to use the special here. This does that 20% drain and does the ability block. We're going to target over here and put the stun on Guardian. And here comes the next wave down. And we're just going to use the basic for Moon Knight. And here we're going to target, let's target North Star and use the ultimate. Let me show you guys this animation because it's actually really cool. And that's the first hit, and here's the second hit. So really cool animations that they have. And we're going to use the ultimate here. So there's the trauma. And let's target Guardian and use Agatha's ultimate. So as you see, this team just really walks over this raid. We're just kind of clicking buttons right here, and there's like no issues at all. But that's not really surprising. It's one of those things, here's a problem, here's a solution type of thing. We're going to use the special into the Thor Infinity War. There's the flip and 2 enemies left. Alright, so no problem at all with the first Mystic node. Let's go ahead and jump into the second one. Alright, so we're going in the second Mystic node now. So this one here usually cause some issues with the team that we have right now. So let's see how the Nightstalkers do on the second node. Alright, so the Gladiator was always kind of the big issue. You need to get past the Gladiator so that way you can start taking out some of the other enemies. Then there's the Thanos issue as well. Alright, so we're going to end up starting by using the ultimate. That's going to do that turn meter rewind. And Oath is up. We're going to use the ultimate. Does that extra damage against Safeguard, which there's plenty of them on the other side. And we're going to use the ultimate. So now we got our barrier up. So we're kind of getting set right now. Now we're going to use the ultimate from Moon Knight. That's going to flip. And we're going to use Man-Thing's ultimate. That's going to do the extend of the negative effects. And now we got out of the main issue. We're going to target the Iron Patriot and use the special here with the Moon Knight. Again, when Moon Knight gets his turn, he's amazing, especially in raids. We're going to use Blade's special. And let's use the drain on Peter B. Parker. The good thing is we have the heal block, so we don't have to worry about Peter B just kind of keep healing up. Let's put the stun on Leader. And so this here is interesting. Man-Thing's special, if they have slow, apply stun. We're going to put a stun on the Thanos game. Alright, let's target the Quicksilver and Basic for Moon Knight. And the Ultimate for Blade. And Quicksilver just got demolished with that ultimate. We're going to target Gore and put the vulnerable on him and use the ultimate from Oath. And let's go ahead, target, don't want to push him. We'll try to get rid of the Quicksilver. Let's switch over to the Gore. And ultimate, that's going to flip. And ultimate from Blade into the Gore. So there we did end up pushing the Thanos. But we have a lot of control right now, so we're feeling pretty good still. Alright, let's use the ultimate from Agatha. And there's just 2 guys left. We have a stun to Thanos and then just the Penny. So yeah, this one wasn't too bad. The opening barrage that the opponent has, I can see if we had lower stars that could cause some issues, but overall this team just really walked over this, which isn't surprising, right? All right, so second node is done. Let's go ahead and check out the boss node next. All right, so now we are on the boss node here. So this one here, this one usually took me probably about 2 hits with the current team makeup that we have. This one we should be able to walk over again. We're keeping everything the same as far as positioning and the ISOs goes. Let's go ahead and get in this one. Alright, so here the Silver Surfer's doing his ultimate first. We don't get ability block on us though, because of the passive of, I want to say, Oath. We're going to start by using the Blade ultimate on here into the Gladiator. There's that nice turn meter rewind to everybody. Oath is going to use the ultimate. We're going to do the trauma, the bleeds, heal block. Just pepper them with those negative effects. Agatha's going to use the ultimate. And here we got a stun on the Cosmic Ghost Rider. We're going to use Moon Knight's ultimate. And as you see, we already killed 4 characters off. So this team's already just walking over this raid. We're going to use the special from Moon Knight. And we almost took out Thanos before his passive went off. So just a little bit shy there. Let's use Man-Thing's ultimate. And here we're just going to use our basic. We're going to make it to the next wave and then just start kind of piling in on them again. Alright, so we're going to use the ultimate into the Green Goblin Classic. And that just took him down to the yellow right off the bat. Let's use Oath's ultimate. There's the special from Oath, and this Nightcrawler is just being destroyed as well, and he has raid buffs too, which is pretty crazy. Alright, we have 5 characters left. Let's use the ultimate. We're going to target the Lizard. Let's flip those death proofs. And we're going to target the Cosmic Ghost Rider and use the special from Moon Knight. And ultimate for Man-Thing. And yeah, this was a walk in the park. I'm just going to throw this on auto. The next bit of testing we're going to do, we're going to go into war and see how this team does there. I already know that they can take out quite a bit of teams from the testing I did. We are going to also do testing of them on the defense side of things. So let's go ahead and jump over to that portion next. All right, so now we are in the war testing portion of this playtest video. We're going to start by using our Nightstalkers team against the Spider Society team first. Now, because of these extra stats that the new meta characters have, this is going to be a punch down of about 500k. We're going to keep the ISOs the same that we used in the raid portion. Again, once you get Blade's passive awakened, you can switch several of these characters over to Raider as well to fully take advantage of that. But for now, I do like Agatha as a skirmisher or Raider. Blade, I like as a striker. Oath, I'm still using as a skirmisher right now just because of how many negative effects she throws out there. Moon Knight as a Raider, and Man-Thing currently as a skirmisher. So let's go ahead and start the Spider Society testing first. Alright, so this testing here, I was pretty surprised how easily this happened when I first did this testing. We're going to start by using Oath's ultimate into the Peter B. Parker. And there we got the exposed on the Peter B. We're going to end up targeting the Pavitra and use Blade's ultimate. And that's going to do that nice turn meter rewind. And really, once you get to Moon Knight's ultimate, he just flips everything, as you're going to see here. And there goes Peter B. Parker. We're going to target the Penny and use the ultimate. That should take out Pavitra. And we got the stun on Spider-Man Noir, because he is a Mystic Blaster. But yeah, this matchup is a cakewalk. Just survive that opening barrage, and then just use your abilities, and you just easily walk over them. So this is a very, very easy matchup. And we're going to use the special from Moon Knight. That's going to do that rebound chain. Do the 20% life steal. And yeah, match is over. All All right, for this matchup here, we're going to go into the X-Treme X-Men because they were advertised to be able to beat the X-Treme X-Men and Spider Society in war. We already saw that they can walk over that Spider Society team. Let's see what they do to the X-Treme X-Men. So having it to where Nightcrawler has to hit Sasquatch and he has that immunity, that's definitely an added bonus. We are going to end up targeting the Nightcrawler and using the ultimate from Blade. So that's going to get that turn meter rewind on Nightcrawler, Cyclops, and Forge. Now we're going to go and use the ultimate from Oath. So right here, Forge does end up getting his turn off. He ends up doing the ultimate. They all don't have Safeguard, though. We're going to use Moon Knight's ultimate. That's going to flip. Now, we were able to get the taunt off of the Rogue. Now we have a chance to try to flip over to the Forge. However, Rogue just used the special, so now she has Safeguard and the taunt. Let's use Agatha's ultimate. This is going to put that barrier up on everybody. And let's use Man-Thing's ultimate. That's going to extend those native effects. So there's Cyclops bleeds out. That does end up pushing Forge a little bit, but Blade has his turn. Let's use the special from Blade. So Forge here's going to end up using his special. And there he got another turn, so he used the basic. We have some time before we have to go back to him. But yeah, let's go ahead and use the special into Rogue to get her killed off. Now let's put the stun on Forge. And that killed him. So now we just have to worry about the Gambit and the Nightcrawler. Let's shift over and put the stun on Gambit. And he actually didn't get stunned off that. And there's the 30% turn meter rewind. That's going to call Blade in for the assist. Alright, so there goes Nightcrawler. Now we just have to worry about Gambit, and we got the victory on this. Now, something that does throw a monkey wrench into the counter that we just watched is adding Dorm to the team. The main reason is this team doesn't have a lot of perma kills. So if you end up killing somebody, that's going to try to push that Forge a little bit to where he's going to get that ult on turn 1 and can get nasty very quickly. The only person that does have a perma kill on this team is Blade, and you kind of saw that they struggled a little bit with the X-Treme X-Men Rogue. So Dorm is a counter in a sense to this. So let's go ahead and see how this one plays out. Alright, so again, Nightcrawler is going to use that special into the Man-Thing. And we're going to target the Gambit and use the ultimate. We're going to get that turn meter rewind. So we are stuck on a taunt right here, so we're going to use the ultimate from Oath. And we're going to use the ultimate to flip. So there we were able to kill Forge and Gambit once. We was able to take out the Dorm right here. So now Rogue's going to use the special, so now she's going to have... Well, she didn't get the taunt because of that immunity. Forge did end up using the ultimate. So let's go ahead and use the ultimate into Nightcrawler. Alright, so here Nightcrawler gets his ultimate off, and you see that they're starting to push away a little bit on us. So let's go ahead and use the special into Forge, because Gambit and Forge both did lose 1 life already. Now we're stuck on the taunt again. So we're just going to try and do what we can. Oath is going to use that special. Man-Thing's going to ult. Alright, so there's one life off of the road now. Let's go back to Forge, and we're going to use the basic this time. That's going to call Blade in. Alright, so there goes Forge. Alright, let's use Oath's ultimate. Alright, let's take out the Gambit next, then we just have to worry about the Nightcrawler. So this one here, this can turn into a grind, and things could go south very quickly. Especially if Cyclops is added into this mix. Alright, so right now we have the Nightstalkers. They're going to go into the full Orchis team. This is going to be about a 500k punch-up, and they're going to get a little bit of extra turn meter because of Sentinel giving that extra speed to Nimrod. The Scientist Supreme's going to be going first using the ultimate because of that turn meter. And then from there, we should be able to take our turn right after the Scientist Supreme. So let's see what happens here. Alright, so right now, the Scientist Supreme's going to use her ultimate. That does end up putting slow and everything on us. However, we have a lot of turn meter right off the bat. We can see the turn meter bars. We're already above the enemy. So let's start by using the ultimate from Oath. So we were able to kill a Sentinel bot right there. Let's target the Lady Deathstrike and use the ultimate. And that damage that she just did took them all down to about half health. Let's use the ultimate from Blade into the Lady Deathstrike. And there goes Lady Deathstrike. So most of the damage is out of the way. That's why I went after her first. So let's use the ultimate from Moon Knight. And now we just have a Nimrod and Omega Sentinel left. So the Nightstalkers easily walked over this one. Alright, for this matchup here, we're going to end up using our Nightstalkers into the Annihilators team. Now this is a 500k punch-up because on the test server, the Annihilators are all 7-7, and our new characters are only 5-5. I don't want to pump them up higher than that, just because I am still testing this team out. But this team here, you're going to be surprised by the result on this one. Let's go in. Alright, so right there, the Ultimates ends up using the ultimate into our Man-Thing because he spawns with that taunt. So you do need a bigger Man-Thing to be able to survive that. The issue is that people have Ultimates as 3 diamonds. But let's go ahead and continue this. We're going to use Blade's ultimate into Gladiator. That's going to do that turn meter rewind. Oath is going to use the ultimate as well into the Gladiator. And we're going to use the ultimate from Agatha as well. So here, because Surfer is that Mystic Blaster, we were able to stun him, and we were able to take out Gladiator already. Now, here, we can either flip everything, which I think we're going to do, or you can actually try to choose the rebound chain. It's a matter if you want to try to push the Thanos. We're going to risk it for the biscuit, though, and use the ultimate. Right there, Thanos putting the stun on the Blade is a little unfortunate. Let's try to extend these negative effects, though. And now we're going to choose Ultimates and use the special from Moon Knight to do that rebound chain. And he just took out 3 characters himself. So, again, the scaling that the Annihilators have right now over the Nightstalkers is something to be warranted. Alright, for the next matchup, we're going to use our Nightstalkers team into the Hive Mind Super Skrull team. But this one here, you just want to try to tunnel down and take out the Super Skrull as fast as possible. The nice thing about this matchup is the Nightstalkers don't spawn in with a lot of buffs, so you're actually not giving a lot of turn meter to the Super Skrull to where it just really pops off on. Alright, so as you see, the only buffs that we spawn in with is a taunt, an immunity, and the death proof. So because of the turn meter that Man-Thing and Oath gives, Blade still goes first. We're going to target the Super Skrull and use the ultimate. That's going to do that turn meter rewind to him and the Gwen and the Gwenum. Now we're going to target the Void Knight and use the ultimate from Oath. And now we're going to use the ultimate from the Moon Knight, and that was able to take out 2 characters already. So as long as you can get ahead of them and you pump out enough damage, obviously, you can really make this matchup work. Now, the star levels that you need, because of how big people have Super Skrulls, where they start to add diamonds to them, I don't know how much of an issue that's going to kind of cause. And we're just going to shift over to the Gwenum really quick. She got her turn off. But as you see, this matchup really is pretty much over. All right, for this matchup here, we're going to use our Nightstalkers into the Superior 6 team. And this is the full Superior 6. We don't have any Spider-Verse characters on our side, so we're not worried about the Lizard just kind of getting that extra turn meter right off the bat. The Lizard, I believe, still goes first here, but we're able to kind of make this work. This is a 500k punch down because of those new stats and everything, but this is a pretty interesting matchup. I was surprised on this one. All right, so Blade actually does go first here. So I was thinking Lizard did, but the extra turn meter does get us to go. We're going to start by targeting the Green Goblin Classic and use the ultimate. That's going to do that turn meter rewind. Now they all have Safeguard, so they're going to get that extra damage due to Oath's ultimate. And right away, we took out the Green Goblin Classic, we took out the Doc Ock, we took out the Kraven. This one here really surprised me as far as what it could do. And there goes Spider Slayer. This just caught me off guard, but yeah, this was a very, very easy matchup. All right, we're going to test out this Nightstalkers team into the Infestation team. Now, this is going to be a punch down, but this is a war defense team. They're not going to have the War Room buffs right now to where they kind of get that safeguard and everything, just like they did it for the Spider Society. So let's go ahead and check this one out. All right, so this matchup here is going to be a little rough at the start, and it's very difficult to get this work, but I just wanted to show what the Infestation can do to this team. Now, Blade, even though he's blind, he has trauma, you're still able to use his basic. It's unavoidable. So we're going to use that into the big time. And right now you're just seeing the damage output that this Infestation can do. They just already took out our Oath, and we're kind of stuck on who we can pick. So we're just going to choose the Ant-Man over the Swarm. Moon Knight's going to use the basic. Now we have to switch targets. So we're going into the Yellow Jacket next. We're using the basic. And the main issue is with this matchup is how many turns the other team gets because of all the assists. And the fact that we don't have our abilities right off the bat, this matchup is very difficult. And this is one I want to try to attempt. I just wanted to show you that they can't beat everything. All right, so for the Secret Defenders APOC matchup, this one here I wasn't able to get. I just want to show you what happens on this matchup. Really what happens is all of the bleeds that kind of get pumped out just make it to where the Secret Defenders just kind of keep lapping you. And that's something that the Nightstalkers teams has issues with, is if they can't get ahead of the opponent, then they can't really do what they need to do. They need to get ahead. All right, so we need to do a turn meter rewind, but we can't because of the death proofs right there, and there's also the taunt right here. The special here clears speed up and apply slow. Let's do that. All right, we're gonna use the ultimate. And let's go to APOC and use the ultimate. That's going to get the vulnerable on him. So right here, APOC ends up doing the ultimate. and he decides to Falcon Punch Oath. Now Black Cat goes, and things basically turn into a loss right here. So this matchup, it really doesn't work. I can't get this one to work with the full Nightstalkers team, but I'm fine with them not beating every team. Let's go to the next one. All right, so another war defense team is going to be this full out of time. Now they can't beat this one either, but I kind of want to show you what happens on this one. Again, this isn't a war team, so I'm fine with them not beating like the top end war defenses. All right, we're going to use the ultimate to start. And ultimate here. That is going to give them barrier though, so that is unfortunate. Let's use the basic. Let's use the ultimate to try to flip, and we can't. The out of time has that extra resistance, so that's why that ultimate doesn't work. Now the out of time team kind of gets their turns going right now. There's the safeguard. So as you see, this team here, it's just kind of a brick wall. The flips that we can't do, we rely on a lot of the ultimates right here, which gives them barrier. So again, I'm fine with this team not beating the out of time team in Black Knight. We need to draw a line somewhere, right? Let's go ahead and check out the next team. All right, so this one here is going to be the Alpha Flight, and we have our Nightstalkers team. This is a 500k punchdown. Again, this is a war defense team. We are not a war attack team. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. All right, so let's go ahead and start by using the ultimate. That's going to do that turn meter rewind. They do all have safeguards, so we're going to use our ultimate. So here, the North Star ends up using the ultimate to flip. We didn't have a lot of buffs really to flip. Let's go ahead and target the North Star, and we're going to use the special. They have safeguards, so we can't flip anything anyways. So there we were able to knock off a lot of evades. We were able to take out the Sasquatch. So right there, Wolverine just kind of popped off. So we were looking okay until that happened. Now, Sunfire is doing his special into ultimate. And we really don't have anything left to do right now. They're about to start taking their turns. We were able to take out the Sasquatch. It looked okay at the start, but I'm fine with this team kind of lasting on defense a little bit longer. We already have certain counters to the Alpha Flight, so this is fine. This is a Cabal team mix. So we have the Cabal with Lizard and Shocker. I actually use this on my defense as well in Live War. It does pretty good. So let's see what the Nightstalkers does to this one. This is a 500k punchdown. Right here, Lizard's going first. Use the ultimate. We were able to keep some of the death proofs on Agatha, luckily. Iron Patriot just used the special and flipped everything. So now we finally get our turn. We're going to use the ultimate so we can try to get a turn meter rewind on that leader. So they do have safeguard. We're going to use the ultimate. That's going to do that extra damage to the leader and the Namor as well. Let's use the ultimate. That's going to flip. So there goes leader. So now Namor is using his ultimate. That's going to give us a turn meter rewind. And there we just lost Agatha. That was unfortunate. The leader just used the special on her. Yeah, this one here is definitely a loss. Depending on what you put with the Cabal, the Nightstalkers should be able to do okay. The issue with this one is there's so many turn meter rewinds. We're gonna have a turn meter rewind for Namor and Shocker, the offense up and everything. So this was a very difficult matchup. But depending on what's with the Cabal, I think Nightstalkers should be okay on this one. Let's check out another team. So we're going from the Cabal team to the Illuminati team. So this one here, is a very difficult matchup. The Illuminati just moves so fast because of that speed up. We don't have any way to really get ahead of the opponent. And as you see, we need to get ahead of the opponent to be able to do anything with the Nightstalkers team. So right here, the Black Panther Shuri is going first. And now Hank Pym gets the assist. Hank Pym goes, and they're just kind of piling in on us. And if we look at the turn meters, it looks like all of them are going to go before we go. Now we're peppered in the bleeds. As Bryn just put a stun on the Moon Knight, and now we have a turn. Let's target, well, we stuck on Captain Britain actually, so we're going to use the ultimate. Both is going to go. Let's use the ultimate because they have safeguard. That's going to do some extra damage to them. All right, let's go ahead and use the ultimate. That's going to get us some barrier that we badly need right now. All right, let's use the ultimate. That's going to extend those negative effects. If we can get to Blade's turn and use the special on Captain Britain, that might do something. Let's see. Yeah, Captain Britain's just healing up way too much right now. Let's do the 20% drain on Britain. Now let's use the special on Britain. There we go. We got the kill on him. Now we need to get the kill on Hank Pym. All right, let's put the stun on Hank Pym. And that set immune. And Black Panther Shuri just did a rewind to us. Alright, so we got Hank Pym killed off. And there we just lost Blade due to the Black Bolt ultimate. So yeah, this is a loss. We did better than I thought we would do on this one. I was expecting us to kind of get blown out. So this one here would turn into a 2-tap. We got rid of the two biggest threats, but let's go ahead and check one more team out. So this one here is an older team. This is the full new Avengers team, and this is a 700k punch down. We know the new Avengers goes very fast. So let's see this team to see if they can kind of do anything against them. All right, so right now the new Avengers just move so fast. They're doing a lot of damage to us already. And Ronin is basically just murdering us right now. So there we almost lost Agatha due to the Tigra. We just lost Moon Knight, and we lost Blade, and we lost Agatha. Yeah. This one, 700k punch down, new Avengers just walked over this. So they can't beat everything, which again, I'm fine with. All right, so for defense, we're going to see if the A-Force can do anything. A-Force is a very fast moving team. They should be able to get ahead of this Nightstalkers team and hopefully beat it. This is a 1.1 million power punch up. So let's see what happens here. All right, so Jessica Jones is going first. We're going to use the ultimate to try to get those buffs off, and we did. Let's go ahead and target Blade and use the ultimate from Nico. And let's go ahead and put the ability block on Oath over here. And we're going to target Moon Knight and use the special. And we're going to target Oath and use the ultimate. I want to try to take her down. That was unfortunate. That Agatha ult really hurt us. Let's use the passive special. Yeah, so this doesn't look like it's going to do well. All right, let's use the ultimate from Photon. Can we kill any of them at least? Yes, this is definitely a loss. Let's try to find a different team that could actually work on this. All right, so let's test out the new Avengers into them. We saw that the new Avengers beat them when they were on war defense. We're going to be able to actually control this team, so this team should work as a pretty good counter. Let's see how this one goes. All right, we're going to try to focus down Moon Knight, because if he gets his ultimate off and does the flips to us, that's basically instant loss. So he's going to be one of our main targets that we want to get to. So we end up using Thing's ult into Man-Thing. We're able to flip, get the Disrupt and Taunt or Trauma on him. Mockingbird's going to use the ultimate into Moon Knight. And we're going to stay targeted on Moon Knight and use the ultimate. That ends up putting the Taunt on Blade. So we might not want to use the ultimate. We were able to kill Blade though, so that's good. All right, we're going to target Moon Knight and use the ultimate. That should get the striker attack on him. I don't think he's going to bleed out. He might still get the ult on us, especially with that heal that Agatha just did. Yeah. So New Avengers is rough. All right, let's go ahead and throw the Gamma APOC team at this and see how this does. Consider we're using APOC here. They should be able to beat this, especially since Gamma can still take out a lot of big teams. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. All right, we're going to use the special from Red Hulk. That's going to do that turn meter rewind and speed up APOC. Let's use the special, try to get defense down on everybody. Target Agatha, and let's take the offense up. Nope. All right, let's target Moon Knight and use the special, because I don't want him flipping on us. That'd be very bad if he gets his ultimate off. We're going to do special. I want to rewind the Moon Knight. All right, now we're going to use the ultimate. There goes Blade. There goes Man-Thing. So yeah, Gamma, APOC. Wow, he survived a Falcon Punch. Wow, okay. Couldn't survive the Red Hulk smash. All right. So yeah, Gamma APOC looks to be one answer so far. A-Force I thought would be able to do it. The extra stat bonus that they have, definitely the power creep is real with that. The New Avengers, I was able to beat it once when they were on war defense, and I used the Nightstalkers team. So it might just be how I played it. But let's see if we can find another team that can take the Nightstalkers out. All right, we're going to test out the Underworld team. This is a 1.3 million power punch-up. Underworld goes very fast, and having it to where they can kind of hit each other. I know Oath is going to do less damage when she does that, but I'm curious how this one's going to play out. Let's take a look. All right, so let's start by targeting Blade and using the special. And we're going to use the ultimate. That's going to get blinds out there. And Blade is unavoidable. Let's go all in on him. Let's get some minions out here. They have blind, so I feel comfortable. All right, so there goes Blade. This is going to miss. Let's go at Moon Knight. That's going to miss. Alright, so there goes Agatha due to the counterattacks. And let's get offense up. Alright, now we need to switch over to the Oath. Try to take her out before she gets her special off. Those counterattacks are clutch. And there's a stun. Yeah, so Underworld is a very good answer to this team if you see it on defense. Alright, let's see what the power of the Undying along with Kang and Titania can do on this. Kang and Titania basically allows us to kind of go first on here. And hopefully you can get like a Kang bang off, make them kill each other with the zombie Iron Man. As long as Blade doesn't get the permakill on us, we might be okay. Let's take a look. Alright, we're going to start by using the special that's going to get slows out there. Go to Blade, use the special. Alright, let's go ahead and there's a vulnerable. We're going to use the special. And ability block on Oath is good. Let's spread these negative effects. Alright, so there goes Blade. And let's target Moon Knight and use the ultimate. That kills 2 of them. So yeah, Undying did really good work in this. That's good to know. I know there's rumors of like another Undying member coming. If there is, that's going to even put more value in the Undying team. So you'd have to kind of choose. Right now, the best value team that can take this out is going to be that Underworld. That is a luxury build team, and Gamma APOC. So overall, I was pretty impressed with what this team can do on offense and defense. I was trying to use teams that we typically have on offense anyways, so I didn't want to pull anything like the Captain Britain Illuminati or the X-Treme X-Men, the Secret Defenders. Most people have those on defense anyways. I didn't do any testing into Mercs for money because they get blown out of the water by the, which I'm fine with. A lot of the war defense teams where they have those tags in it will beat this. So anything that's not like a dedicated war team, they do struggle into those type of things. They were able to beat Nowhere, so that was a pretty good plus. The Mystic Raids itself was kind of a joke. We knew that would end up happening once this team came out. But for the war testing, I'm very excited for what this team was able to do and can do in the future. Cosmic Crucible, I see a lot of value in this team itself. The Moon Knight, he does have a lot of value, as you saw, if he gets his ult off and flips your positive effects. If you want to sub anybody out, you can definitely sub Moon Knight out. Throw like Mephisto with them. I think that could actually pull something big. Odin, obviously. Maybe Ares, if you put this team on war defense, throw Ares with it. There's a lot of functionality of what you can do with this team, which I really like. Even though this team doesn't have any revives, the drain that they have for the sustain, what they can actually do for the damage. And again, this was 5/5s. For some reason, Oath is a 6-star. I don't know when that happened. But regardless, I'm very happy with this team. Hopefully you guys are too. Let me know in the comments if there's any additional testing you want me to do. I'd be happy to do that. Feel free to go on my comment section in YouTube. Go on the Discord. That's going to be in the description below as well. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Until next time, have one for the rest of the day.